Hello, my name is Max Balegde.
And my name is George Clarke. Welcome to the TikTok Hotline. What the fuck?
The TikTok clock line. Welcome to my TikTok cock line.
And my name is George Clarke. In today's news, we are in the Useless Hotline studio, as this is what that is.
Indeed.
TikTok wasn't working out for us, so we decided
Oh my god.
to set up our own little business.
Yes, we did in the
Max.
Useless Hotline. Back to me in the studio. Thank you. The Useless Hotline is a place where we help you with your queries, no matter how weird, disgusting, or embarrassing they are.
But it won't always just be us. Some weeks we will be joined by some special guests, I'm being told. This week, perhaps we may have some in the studio with us.
Indeed, so shall we just jump right into it? I've heard from our receptionist that they have arrived downstairs in our glamorous waiting area. I'll tell her to let them in. Come over here, George.
Back to you on your desk.
Yes.
What kind of work gets done in here?
Lots.
Not a lot.
Oh.
Lots.
Yeah,
All
loads.
sorts of work.
Loads.
Just
Yeah.
Well, they've written a nice message for us.
Hope you're having a great day.
Oh,
See?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm in the
Who wrote
office.
that?
I don't know.
Which one of these
that
chairs
wasn't me.
did Jojo sit in?
Actually, I think that one.
No.
Yeah.
Come
Why are you asking that?
Just
Come on.
Is that why you started sniffing the chair?
It's good to see. Yes, it really is.
Do you know after JoJo Siwa's episode, we found a hair? Oh wait, is this too weird to say?
Oh.
It's a little bit weird, but go for it.
Oh, and we've sellotaped it to.
It's not we, by the way. It's actually quite long. No, it wasn't a we thing.
I
This
just
was-
thought, how iconic is that? A
Yeah.
genuine JoJo Siwa hair. We've got it taped. to the
You
back
could
of
make
it.
like a useless hotline wig.
Yes.
Hair of
collect
every
everyone's
guest.
for each guest.
Oh my god.
You're having none of mine. I need all I can get.
No, that wasn't a we thing. That was a.
That was very much a
I
me
very
thing.
much said
Okay,
stop
fair
doing
enough.
that, but it actually is just duct taped to the side of that filing cabinet.
That was a good memory, you know.
Come on.
But
We'll
you're
be
never gonna
collecting
look at
your.
it.
We'll be collecting your pubes later.
And was that straight out of Jesus?
So that must be
He's
what the
freshly
third
shaven, I
sentence
make
you've
sure.
said to James ever.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say?
I said nothing. No, I said
go on,
nothing.
go
I
on.
said nothing.
You guys may be happy to know, actually, after hearing that story, knowing our audience now, maybe not happy to know, you're actually the most requested guest we've ever had.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Our
Sorry
audience
to
are
disappoint,
mentally
guys.
unwell.
How many times do you put out requests then? I want a number here. I want
We've done it
something
like
eager.
twice.
Twice, okay, two.
Yeah.
It's just us.
3 requests so far and counting. But what a good time to get you guys on, hey? Because oh my god, you guys have got so much. It feels like it's like a press run at this point.
It does, yeah. It's the only part of the press run. It's the only thing they're doing. So thank you.
We've got
Yeah.
one podcast.
There's a few TikToks and nothing else.
How's that gone? The drop, obviously, rods.
Yes, it's been a busy week. It's been a stressful one, but it's out there. It's good. They're in Sainsbury's. You can buy them.
That's so incredible.
This is so
That
funny.
is just
It's
incredible.
literally like a press run. Tell us about
can buy
rods.
them,
yeah.
And our book coming out. No, it's out there. It's scary because it's something you sit with for 2 years, and you're like, you never really expect it to people to know about it, and now they do, and then you spend 3 days before, 4 days before, being like, everyone's gonna fucking hate it. What if everyone thinks they're shit?
Oh, I was really confident.
I was.
I think
my
he was
arse
really
full.
stressed. I remember I woke up one day, I think it must have been Monday this week, when you were kind of doing the last bits of stress towards getting the video right. And I was just like, I spoke to my friend in the morning. I was like, I must have a completely different approach to stress now because I'm chilling. This is great.
We had to do some interview for the Times, and 10 minutes before, I was going, James, I can't do it. Can we cancel it? Can we I had launch video to come out. I was like, mate, I can't do it. And so we opened the call, and he just spoke the entire time. I was like, oh,
Not
thank
true,
God.
by the way. If you look at the interview, majority of quotes are from him.
Well, he
Oh,
said
wow.
nothing of use, but
Yeah. Where did
I love coffee.
I'm just happy to be here, man.
where did the idea for a nice coffee come from?
do you want the full sell, or is that
Go
too,
on,
is
I
that
want it.
too
I want it.
much?
No,
We just think
this
the
is
other
your
ones are
press
shit.
run. What are you
really.
on about? There's buyers watching right now.
We don't want to shit it too
You can have
much.
it in Tesco's as well by the end of this episode.
What it was is, so essentially, I think Will and I both always knew that if we were going to go together and do something again, it was going to be coffee related. Mm-hmm. And then it was, we found ourselves drinking coffee with each other all the time. That's how we would socialize with one another. When we do videos together, there's always coffee in front of us. And then once we knew it was coffee, it was just about, well, what do we do? Is it a cafe? Is it kind of like the Chamberlain model of like ordering
Yeah.
something online. And then we realized in the ready-to-go market, there was not a single one that we liked. So we thought if we could do one that we did like, then we could be doing something new in the industry as well.
I didn't realise that.
Come on, see, we've practiced this.
I've
We
got
have been-
chills.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Chills all the way from
Yeah.
brewing to...
Hey!
Horrendous.
That's
I hate it already, man.
That's too much.
No.
No more rods stuff.
We've got some here. Would you like to try some?
I would absolutely
you
love
have
to. I would absolutely love to. I'm so glad that you brought it. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Do
Oh
either of
my.
you drink matcha?
I had my first matcha yesterday.
Oh,
Really?
I've had it as well, and I'm not opposed. I really liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. That's just a viewer's glasses that they made
Oh
us.
wow! See viewers, he doesn't respect you at all. Wow.
Keep requesting us.
Right, okay, should we work out how this...
How's this shot?
So
Cal?
there's 3 flavors in there. There's cold brew iced latte. There's waffle
How'd you open
oat
it?
latte.
Cool, but- oh, there we go.
And there is matcha with vanilla.
Cal, how's this shot? How's the shot
Oh,
looking?
what's in that?
Wait, are they supposed to be empty?
They're Have you fucking drank them all again?
No.
You've drank.
Are they all
They
supposed to
can't.
be
They're
empty?
empty.
I mean,
James,
they're literally completely
you
empty.
greedy piggy. You've drank all of them.
This all
James,
Wait, is the
that's
ice even
ridiculous.
real? Is the ice even real? Are you taking the piss?
What? You dig in there. You
Oh,
can't
the
have
ice
drank
is
all. You gluttonous oaf.
You couldn't
They're
have done this
literally
to a better
all empty.
person, by the way.
What?
They're all
I'm
got.
so-
There's got to be one in there.
Is this a
No,
joke?
keep looking, mate. Keep looking.
I'm confused. There's nothing
Empty.
there. They're all empty.
You bastard! I'm really. That is disgraceful, James. I'm so sorry about his greedy,
You brought an
greedy
empty bucket
tendencies.
of ice.
So
Are they in the bottom?
shocking, mate. Absolutely shocking.
What is
All
going
of them.
on?
You
What's
are
happening?
horrendous. You are absolutely
Okay, I'm
horrendous.
equally
Oh,
surprised.
you guys, what the hell,
That
you
is-
guys?
I'm so sorry about him.
Are you gonna like?
I will get you some soon.
What is happening?
You can
Are we
look
not
like
trying
a better
it?
person.
I really
You're
wanted
so
to try
lost
it.
right now.
What's happening? I want to try it.
Max, that right there would do better for them than us trying it.
I'm confused.
I'm really
so
so-
they
I'm-
don't, so there aren't any.
Well, apparently not.
Sorry.
Oh.
Well done, Will.
What
Yeah.
the
So,
hell?
Max, I'm so sorry. We will.
Can
we
I
will
smell
get
it?
some-
Did this used to have product in it, or are they?
Yeah,
just
no,
like...
well, I think so. He probably drank it all.
No, these are literally just empty bottles.
Oh,
they never even
no,
had
what?
anything in
Yeah,
them.
no, I really, I just
I
try
wanna
to
try
enjoy
it.
as much of it as possible.
You are.
Oh, that one did. That one smells really nice.
Useless,
Do you know what? The empty
I love
bottle
the
smells
bottle.
nice.
Well, that's his breath, mate.
That's
so
how
I don't know. It,
That's how I judge a good iced coffee, if the empty bottle smells nice afterwards. Wow, okay, right. So talk us through the decisions for these flavours. I'm keen to know.
Well, if you want to try the matcha one
I
first.
want to know.
This interview process now is.
I like
they
it.
paid us.
I like it. I don't give a shit. Waffle. How does it? So it tastes like a waffle.
well, you try it now.
Well, I fucking can't because you brought empty bottles. Actually,
So the good thing about the waffle is we didn't want anything too sweet.
As you can probably
what the
tell.
fuck is happening? I just want a coffee. What's happening?
I'll take this one, Will. The angle that we went for with the waffle.
Right, tell me about the waffle.
Well, obviously, because it's just like we were trying to bring new flavour profiles to the market, you know,
Yeah.
to encapsulate a new audience, bring them into the category, and we saw no one doing a waffle. We're like,
Was there
maybe we should do a waffle.
any reasoning behind the colours of them?
Well, that's waffle coloured, and then that one's matcha coloured, and then that one's original coloured.
Right.
Which one's the
Okay.
original?
The blue one,
this,
which might be on the floor somewhere.
Yeah, it's probably on the floor.
I thought maybe you could have switched up
Honestly.
the original of the waffle and like a blue waffle or something on it.
No, we
Yeah.
can keep working on that though.
Yeah, we had a few other ones. We had like a straight black one, and we had a chocolate one, which was lovely.
Yeah, like a dark chocolate mocha, but it was just full of sugar.
Like you can't make a
Ah,
good chocolate one unless
no.
it's like packed full of sugar.
Yeah.
So
Well, do you know what? I like the bottles.
thank you.
I'll tell you that
Thank-
much. I will. If I saw
Honestly,
this,
Oh, it's got so much screen time.
I like it. I like it. I think. Do you know what?
Fucking bottles.
It's good. I am still confused as to why the bottles are empty. I'm not going to lie.
Me too, mate.
But I
Honestly, me too.
appreciate the fact
Sorry,
that
yeah,
you bought
I
some.
really messed that up.
Have you seen the ad?
I did. I saw it yesterday. The one with you as a policeman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Thank
I really
you.
like it.
My mum saw it and said one thing. She went, "Who's the handsome policeman?" She was like, "Do you get him
Oh.
from a boy band?" I was like, "Mum, that's Mikey. He's been there for years."
Did you see it? It's been put on IMDb and
I was going to say this.
Letterboxd as well.
Letterboxd.
Really?
And
What's its rated?
it's got like loads of 5-star ratings.
Oh, go on.
And
Then.
we're quite a lot of
Literally
reviews.
people commented on Letterboxd like, I'm down as I'm a cast member.
You're an actor
Well,
now.
no, this is the thing
Whoa.
because there's descriptions under each one. So it goes, Will is Will, James is James, you're attractive policeman, and then Mikey is ginger policeman.
Oh God, honestly, who puts that on there? Do you know how that got on there?
No, well, we think it
One
might
of
be
his, like, it
him.
won't be one of mine.
Because it says it's directed by you.
Oh wow.
So he's getting all the credit for it.
That's so funny.
Yeah, no good. It was a late one, and we ran over a little bit. But what did we finish about 11 o'clock that night, or?
When did you start that day?
Oh, 12. It was just like 12. I feel like it was just used to saying your lines and then me saying mine like 6 times every time, but we got there.
But
I
everyone
said
was
that
saying,
on stream last night when you did the. How are we gonna do that?
Yeah.
Whatever line was, drop like 11 in a row without pause. In fact, in
yeah.
the cut you can see your mouth slightly open at the end of the before
go
it cuts
again.
before you go again.
There was some that you got in close to one take.
There was 1 or 2. Yeah,
Yeah.
there was 1 or 2.
But that's the same with whenever you do an intro or some kind of brand deal or something, you are always repeating lines.
Yeah, are you used to like that when you do videos? So you like when you intro it? I go through about 6 times
I
every
feel like
time.
You don't necessarily mess because you weren't messing the line up. You just wanted different takes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
just
I feel
very
like
pedantic.
If we redo it, it's because we've messed it up.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have a very specific, like, this is the delivery that I
Yeah,
want.
yeah.
Oh, well, it was
It's
a
a
great
little
ad.
note.
I loved
Thank
it.
you, Max. That's
I
really
loved
kind.
it. Yeah, would have loved to fucking try the coffee.
I'm so
Oh.
sorry. Honestly, that's
Don't
absolutely
mind about
shocking.
that. It's alright. I'm
is
sure I'll try
really
it. Do you know
poor.
what? I'll
It
go to
is poor
Sainsbury's
form
after
from it.
this. I'll go to Sainsbury's after this.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they're currently in Sainsbury's around the country.
Well, you gotta check our store
Some.
location.
Some
We
couldn't.
haven't got all of them. We've got to prove ourselves first.
Right. Okay.
We've gotta
Okay.
kind of go,
So
yeah,
is it
we're
in
not-
like the big ones?
It's it's in the
first?
big supermarkets. We're not in
Right.
convenience
Oh,
yet. So
wow.
Do you get like feedback from it?
how do you mean?
How quickly would they be like, do you know what, guys, we like the stuff?
Every day we find out at 3 o'clock how well it does every day for the first
That's so
bit,
strange.
and then they start telling you one every week of how
Yeah.
it's doing or whatever. But like
Whoa.
we've got to. It's annoying because you've got to be kind of careful because if it's like obviously a lot of hype early on, if there's nothing there, it pisses the customers off and Sainsbury's like or supermarkets and that. That's not really what they want. They want like
Yeah.
steady
Yeah.
supply.
Right.
So we need to kind of go. This is amazing, but like we need to kind of have a
Keep
steady
that,
level,
or- yeah.
or like keep a certain amount of
Yes.
that,
Yeah. Yeah.
and not piss them off, and yeah, keep it coming. So
And that's
the
why
kind of hard
policy
work
was
starts
really
now.
important.
Yeah, man.
Hey, that was great. That was good. That was good. You've been practicing that line, haven't you?
Yeah. We got to
tell.
keep, it's got to be a good thing. People have got to keep coming back and not us just waffling on. But
Oh,
shout
wait,
out everyone with blue hair.
throwback. Throwback.
Oh yeah,
I see what you did there.
It's just copy
Waffle.
over here. But you guys have done so much together now.
Yeah.
Would you say this is your favorite moment, or what would you say is your favorite moment together?
I would say going into Sainsbury's together is probably up there.
That must
for
have
the
been
first
so
time.
cool.
It's really weird because I arrived a little bit early on time, and you said not to go into the Sainsbury's, and it took every part of me to not at least go in and check that they had them.
And did you go in first? Because when I came there, Yayan was grinning ear to ear.
He went in,
Right.
and but I didn't see him go in. He went in and basically asked one of the Sainsbury's workers to make sure it was there. So that's why the Sainsbury's worker was putting it there while we got there. But yeah, that was.
We've
that
had
was
other
pretty
highlights though. We've done 50 product videos in a dark studio in East London. Others.
Yeah, I'd say sometimes some of the cuddly toy moments we've had, not in like
Right. Whoa. Please elaborate immediately.
I need an elaboration
Yeah,
there.
no,
Yeah, I really do.
That's what you call them, I suppose.
cuddly
toy.
Yeah.
silicon. No, the moments in second channel videos where we've had like the sloth.
Right. Yeah.
And
Right.
like
So
we-
certain products, just
products.
things we've opened
How do you
behind
do
a
the
desk.
sloth? I've not done that one before.
It's you what? Yeah.
Just really
fuck's
slow.
sake, yeah.
Sorry,
no.
I'm not helping us.
But no, this week was cool. It feels like like a payoff of all of the last 2 years of putting up with it, and then suddenly you've got something to show for it. So that was
cute as hell.
that was
I don't think people realize how long it takes to launch your own brand.
Yeah.
In regards to that, was there a lot of back and forth on the name, the different like flavors, stuff like that?
Yeah, I've got loads of screenshots of like the last 18 months of what about this, and just like one word response, terrible. So, like next to it, like no, absolutely
What were
not.
some that didn't make the cut?
It was originally called Thursday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That kind of segregates
New
the other 6
Friday.
days, though, doesn't it?
but what you saying? So if you
Oh.
could both like speak in
Yeah,
different
sorry,
times, that would be
we
quite
tend
handy.
to speak at the same time, and it can be a
shit,
bit
yeah.
confusing
So do
for
we.
our audience. No, go on. Thursday.
Thursday, I don't really know. I saw someone else had like, do you know the Nelk boys?
Yeah.
Do you know there was someone called Jesse from the Nelk? I looked at one side of the table.
Yeah,
Sorry,
no.
mate.
No, come on.
Fucking hate them.
He's a
I
bit-
hate
and
them.
he sends it.
Is
He
it
sends
Jesse?
I hate them.
One of them's got a brand
Losers.
called Sunday, and I kind of just looked and be like, oh, I like that.
Oh,
Thursday,
I've
and then
heard- yeah.
realised that was a bit naff.
A bunch of different coffee-related ones. There was Puck at one point,
Yeah.
and then it's kind of like
I feel like
sounds like fuck, and that's cool.
Yeah.
And there was one of the early
so. Now
ones.
we've just got one that's a full euphemism for dicks.
Well, that's not where it came from.
Wait, where did it actually come
It's a
from?
secret.
That's it. Yeah,
we
we're
can't tell.
going to
That's
keep
a
that
secret
one
we
up to
can't tell.
date, yeah,
XOXO.
we're gonna just keep that one.
But someone almost worked it out the other day.
Did they?
Yeah, I saw it in a tweet. So.
Yeah, we're
We'll drop what you think the secret is in the comments, guys. See if you can work it out.
Another one
Oh.
as well. Bear in mind, this is a long list of names, so some of these were terrible. One of them
Yeah.
was roasted.
Oh,
Yeah,
and then you could
just-
drop a
it's-
boom
Yeah,
roasted.
but
as
then
well.
I was walking in Brighton, and a yellow van pulled up next to me, and it was a coffee van, and it was just roasted in big lettering. And I turned to it, got out on one side, went, well, sorry, we can't do roasted.
I feel like it's really hard to come up with names for things and them not be just like incredibly cringe.
It's either, they're either taken or cringe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really difficult. But then Rod came along.
Right.
Big up Rod.
Roderick.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on
Oh
then,
my
Rod.
god, it's Roderick.
It is.
It's short for Roderick, a man.
That's short for Rodney.
Oh, okay.
He's,
you
full,
say
he's
that?
full of shit.
What would you say? So that was your favourite moment together, guys. What would you say is your least?
Oh, I've
favourite?
got millions, mate. I've got absolutely millions.
Can I ask, how
Some
long
of them
have you two
involve
been
little-
working together?
7 years.
Yeah.
7 years. Wow.
Has it always just been you two?
No, it hasn't, mate. It hasn't. No, if you there's a couple of other ones. Yeah. At a certain time. Well, there's loads of other
Yeah.
commentary YouTubers we worked with.
I'd say my worst moment was one time I applied to work for Will and he aired me.
Really?
Yeah, like 8 years ago.
I didn't see the DM.
He said he was looking for editors, and he followed me, and I
Good
messaged him,
editors.
and he asked me to send a video that I'd edited specifically for him to show my editing style, and I sent it in the edit. So I'd say,
Whoa.
Is it in our DMs?
yeah,
Could we see?
Oh my
Do
god,
we
that'd
have-
be.
I can try and look for it. But it'll be like very old
You?
Twitter. Maybe?
Do you treat current employees better, or is it still that awful
yeah.
workplace
I
culture?
feel like sometimes I work for them. They came in
Right,
from like
okay,
film and
yeah.
TV, and they tell me what
Ah,
to do.
Yeah,
so I feel
they're
like
of much higher quality than university me. Getting paid £50 a video by.
you did get a job
Meaningless.
for some of them.
So, yeah, he's. Do you know Meaningless?
Covers his face.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
James started as an editor for Meaningless.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
He paid me £50 a video.
Oh, okay,
during,
that's
like, a very good era in his YouTube career.
That
He
sounds
was
awful.
2 million views a
2 million
video.
views a video.
wow.
I was-
£50.
I was his first editor.
Oh my god. Wow, that's really horrible.
Good times, man. Good
Let
times.
me see if I can find you airing it.
What is that? An hour?
An hour?
Yeah.
Well, those would take me about 8 hours. So,
Shit.
but I'm just a really slow editor, and I don't edit anymore.
Ah, right. Okay.
I'm beyond
Wow.
Just covering his back. I was really slow though. We could have done it. In like
Yeah, no, I could
20 minutes or
yeah, no,
something.
it's just actual.
That's what he said to me actually. That was feedback.
I did leak his card information once.
Oh,
Oh,
good. Get him
yeah.
back.
Deliberately or?
No, it was a complete accident, but he was very angry with me.
How could you tell if he's not showing his face?
Yeah, he just stood in front of me. Going,
And you're like,
His
hi.
glasses just go like that.
I can't find it, but
No,
he did ignore
he was
me.
it. Did you ever do anything like that? Like offer to edit for anybody? Did you ever
No.
work for anyone?
Oh, there was a.
'Cause I feel like
period
you
of-
know a lot about.
Yeah, there was a period of time where I was at uni and I was trying to make gaming videos, and I was replying religiously to like every YouTuber's tweets.
Oh, it gets you. Yeah, it gets you.
just
now
just
as
with
well.
like trying to do like a funny like quirky remark,
Yeah.
and then trying to get a response or just get like top reply or something.
That was.
Are they
it,
all
yeah.
public still?
Probably, but not on my actual Twitter account.
Oh, you had a different one. What was the gaming Twitter?
I think I was just called Clarke.
He knows exactly what he was called.
knows,
He's being
yeah.
called.
What we
Actually,
play.
he
I
does.
know my RuneScape account from when I was like 12. You know your.
I genuinely, I think it was just Clarke. It's the account that I currently use for YouTube, but I just. I've gone for a rebrand.
And was it FIFA? What was it?
It was literally just me and my mates playing PlayStation.
What
And I
games?
just record it. I just go on Share Factory. Do you know what PlayStation Share Factory is? It's an editing software that you can download onto your PlayStation. And when you record video clips, you can then edit it through your PlayStation.
Yeah, straight up there.
I think I remember you telling me about this. Didn't you say that like someone made fun of you at school?
No, that was a different thing.
Oh, okay. No, but screw you now.
That was multiple different things.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
rash is
right.
gone now.
Yeah, but thanks for that's
Yeah, no. I was going to try and turn it into a positive moment, but it's actually just quite sad,
yeah.
really,
I know
isn't it?
uni. I thought people would take the piss out of me for it. But I
Maybe
think they
that's
were
what
literally
you
just
thought.
saying, "Oh, so you make videos?" And I was like, "Oh fuck, they've got me."
God,
Oh,
it does feel
shit.
like that.
Why,
Yeah.
why is it that culture in any? I feel like in any creative job, it's really cringe and embarrassing until you're actually successful at it.
Because when you're successful, that's when they've got good. I mean, those first videos are terrible, and
Yeah,
you do
that's a
deserve
good
to be bullied
point.
for them
That's
at
actually
certain
a good
points.
point. I've never thought about it like that.
Did you tell your friends? Did you tell anyone when you started?
No, my video that actually got some traction and gave my TikTok account followers. I couldn't tell you a reason why I posted it. I saw a sound that was trending and I was like, oh, I got a little idea for that. Posted it, didn't think anything of it, didn't tell my friends, didn't send it anywhere, and then suddenly it was just got a message off my cousin the next day just saw you vid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we kind of got this cheat code into it because it was COVID times.
Right.
You were never gonna go to school the next day and bump into your mate who would be like, "Why did you post that cringe video?"
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you felt
free
a
slate.
little bit invincible because people were just like, "Oh, I was about to say everyone was just dying," but that's a bit.
No, but they had more.
Just dying to
other
watch
things
the
on
Just
them.
dying
Yeah.
to watch,
Yeah,
but
there you
there were
go,
bigger
got you.
things going on. Do you know what I mean? So it was kind of like, well, yeah, if I post a cringe TikTok, who cares? And it got a lot of views. That's cool.
I used to send my YouTube videos to my friends at uni and
Really?
ask them to like the video.
Oh, did they?
And then how I actually got my first bit of traction, because you can do that for so long and you just lose the element of shame. When you're asking,
Yeah.
you're 20, well, I was 19 years old, going to my friends oh, I just posted a YouTube video about Jacob Sartorius. once you're able to kind of rid that much shame from yourself,
You're free.
Yeah, you're free. You feel quite powerful. So then I just started posting my stuff everywhere online, and that's how I got my first few hundred.
For some reason there is an extra level to it because I was just I remember I was posting on my actual just Instagram really? Go check out the gaming videos, guys. But I feel like gaming everyone adding the level of this is me ridiculing Jacob Sartorius is such a funny.
And I posted that on Facebook. I was like,
What,
okay,
you
now
got
I've hit
actual
100
people you knew?
subscribers, guys. Yeah.
How did you start?
Oh, I kept it so quiet. I started the whole different name thing so no one would find it. I did it for 18 months, and then my best mate put a video in the group chat of me reacting to a John Lewis advert. And I was like, mate, me world fell apart. I was like, could you not just
Was
message
it a
us?
Christmas advert?
No, mate, just the spring one. Yes, obviously the special.
Oh yeah, that'll bang. Oh, come on.
That's a lovely top. No, yeah, some Christmas advert. I was like, oh, this will get views. I mean, mate, it was
Everybody was reacting to the Christmas one.
Yeah.
So let me just throw a curveball in.
yeah. I mean, mate, it was I've just found Will watching the John Lewis advert, but I had 10k subs at the time, so I was like, oh, I had a little bit of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's respectable as hell, though.
Yeah,
That's-
no, but I kept it as quiet as possible.
So when you were at uni, did anyone know that you
No, I was just. What do you mean?
Because you were at uni when you
Oh
were
yeah,
shooting
yeah. Because you live with people then, right? You can't
Yeah.
exactly hide why I'm shouting about little T or something. And me,
Is that when you started the little
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, yeah.
That's so funny. So they could hear you do the right hook, right hook.
Who it, man?
But never ever said that. But no, yes, yeah. And I would have the camera set up and it would just cut half my chin off. It was yeah, it wasn't the most professional, but you know.
Did we get to the bottom of what was your least favourite moment together?
Mine was when he aired me.
Oh.
I've had far too many to list. I would say there's been about 3 this week.
There's a clip of you getting really angry at me over your new main channel video of us on a date in Italy, and you
We
just
went on a
we
date.
were, I mean,
were
technically
reviewing
we
a
went on a dinner
fucking
date, and
restaurant.
you can go on a
No,
platonic dinner date.
Ryan was there, And if you have to specify platonic, it sounds even worse.
And there's like a 1 minute clip of. Bear in mind, I think that restaurant maybe had 2 minutes of screen time. There's like 1 minute of him just like just shouting at me essentially.
Yeah.
I've seen the
But
clip,
I'm provoked though. It's never unprovoked.
he's a very provoking guy, is James.
When was the moment for both of you that you realised that, oh, this could be a job?
Go on, you go first.
I think mine was final year of uni. When I was doing my exams in my final year, it was like I was turning up to exams and people were saying, "Why are you here?" Which is really stupid because I've spent like I think I had like 60 grand of uni debt at that point. As if I'm going to get to the final exams and be like, I'm above this. So no, I think that was the moment where I was like, when I wasn't applying for work out of uni, I was like, yeah, that's probably a thing.
Were you a big name on campus?
Not.
B-knock.
You know what? Not really.
It sounded like an insult. You yelling that.
No one like would really stop me, but it did feel like over the 4 years that I was there.
Stop me.
No one.
These children will get it.
But I had this is going to be a surprise. I didn't have many friends in uni. I kind of
Me
kept
neither.
my small group of. I once had a lecturer pull me aside and go like, James, I was a little bit worried about you because when we're in the classes, you don't really talk to anyone. But then when you're out of the classes, I just see you with the same 3 people, and I feel like you're not that lonely. And I was like, okay, hold on. If you think I'm fine, like, why have you made the point?
That's unnecessary.
The first bit. But yeah, so I just gently noticed in the final year that people would look at me a bit more. Like I wasn't as invisible. That was it, though. That was the only real difference.
My mom told me not to go back to uni. I was ready. Basically, I was making videos about rapping kids in Blackpool over the summer between first and second year, and I was like, I'm going to go back to uni. Mom went, I don't think you should. I was like, all right, yes, Mom, and I dropped out.
Fair enough.
Have you seen the videos? No. That must sound so strange. It's not having a fucking clue.
Yeah, we have interesting beginnings. Yours was Blackpool Grime Media.
Yeah, so there was these rapping children.
Oh, I know. M to the B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how do you know them and not the WillNe videos about
How
them?
do you know that, but not me?
Yeah, what?
That is TikTok, didn't
that's
it? M to the B.
Yeah. M to the B, little T.
Yeah. So I was just going in on them.
Will and them were basically hand in hand, helping each other out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I probably have seen it then.
Don't lie.
Just not
Don't
memorable.
lie to me.
Wait, a good way to actually see if you have seen them is, so one second I'll be talking about Little T over here, and then it'll be over this side of the screen speaking about Little T.
Good, right? It's retention. They don't know where he's going to be.
That's like the Charlie is so cool like edit.
Yeah. We're showing our age now, yeah.
Good fun. Anyway, let's see how well you guys know each other.
Ooh.
In a bit of a different way. I feel like we've discovered your favourite moments, your least favourite moments, and I'm sure everyone's seen it, the Google Complete whatever it is, those interviews.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
What's he about to do? Oh, yeah.
So do you have the board?
We're not that high budget just
Production.
yet.
Just imagine it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I want to see of the top. How many is that? That's
Right.
3,
Do we have to
6,
face back to
9.
back? Oh.
That's 3, 6, 9. No, so I've got both of yours here. You can sit either side of. You don't have to
Can we swap
do
it?
whatever sort of. Are we
Swap-
doing another
swap
photo
seats.
shoot for Rods?
Get on his
next?
shoulders.
I want to see if you can predict what the other person's are and see how many of them you can get.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll start with you, James. And I'll finish with Will. It's just no jokes. I don't know. So we start off with is WillNe, and then you've got 9 completes.
Ooh.
And I've got to try and get as many of them.
Yeah.
Some of these are going to be.
Is WillNe?
Oh.
Careful, by the way.
This is what I'm trying to do.
I'm here.
From Newcastle.
Yes.
It's on there.
That is on there. That is on there.
That's one.
Is
I'll have to keep
WillNe-
a tally.
Can I say dating and that be half an answer?
Unfortunately, I don't think so.
So I need to say more than that.
Yeah.
He knows well that you'll understand at the end why.
James.
Is Douglas one of them?
Is WillNe Douglas?
I can't say that is
No,
one,
that's not on there.
Do you want to whisper to me what you think?
No,
Should we
no,
go-
you
we'll go
see this
three
through. This
strikes.
is your
Yeah.
If
one.
you get 3 wrong
Okay, so
answers,
I've got
then
one
it moves
wrong.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Think
like
really basic.
really basic.
Basic life info.
Rich,
No.
Oh, wait,
wealthy,
worth a.
millionaire.
Yeah, that's.
We'll give you that, we'll give you that, we'll give you
We'll
that.
give you that.
Okay, cool. How many have I got then? 2.
Yeah, you got 2 strikes to go as well. So
Two
we're.
strikes to go. Okay. Come on, why are you looking?
Go on, just no pressure, man.
No,
Just
no,
whatever
I
you
feel
think.
like my hands are
the
sweating.
first thing that comes to
My
mind.
hands only sweat when I fly.
If you were to type that in, what would you be wanting to know?
My hands only sweat when I fly is so funny.
Is WillNe straight?
Can't say that is warm.
No, I'm afraid not.
sadly.
He's not. No, yeah, he's not.
Fuck, I have no idea what to say. Is WillNe?
You are sweating.
Let me think more basic. Is WillNe
Yeah, you need to think with WillNe.
To
Think
be
really
fair,
basic.
That last one was quite close. To
in
what-
the Sidemen?
No, sadly,
No,
you got
I'm
that
afraid
wrong.
not. Will, have you got any that you thought would be on there?
No, pass, George. I'd quite like to know. Yeah.
So we've got is WillNe part of Quadrant?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
yeah,
good one.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can't. Sidemen.
You
I
didn't
should have
think
gone
of-
Quadrant.
Yeah, we've got is WillNe single?
Yes.
Oh, of course.
Oh, we're 2 for 2.
Is WillNe married?
2 for 3.
Is WillNe still is
No, you're good.
is
What was the fourth one? Sorry.
is WillNe still MIA apparently?
Oh, okay. No, well, yeah.
Is WillNe dating James Marriott?
You were kind
wow.
of
So
close.
that's why we said
Was that
carry on.
like a saved history search? Was that a recent one? Or was that like a
Yeah, that one's purple. Is WillNe from Newcastle? Is WillNe Welsh?
Oh, wow.
awful? Oh, that's.
Is WillNe epileptic? And is WillNe a millionaire?
Oh, damn. Yeah. No, not epileptic.
You're not
Oh.
allowed to-
No.
So
That would
you,
be-
so
You
James
got 2
2
points.
Okay.
2 out of 9.
That's
Yeah.
shit. I fucked
It's
that.
okay, you know, it's alright.
Well, I feel like you were.
Yeah, I got a little bit nervous there. I feel like he's got a better chance now. Because
Okay.
of the consequences.
Yeah.
Will,
Mm-hmm.
is James Marriott?
Autistic.
Okay, we'll give you that one. It says neurodivergent.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
You worded it a bit better. Okay.
Yeah, neurodivergent.
Yeah. Okay. And I just keep going.
Yeah.
Gay.
No.
No, that's not even close.
Right. Single.
Yes.
That is
Yeah.
on there, that is on there. Right.
Still dating.
Oh.
No.
Touring in a certain area.
Oh, is James Marriott dating? I guess
Still
that, yeah.
dating and dating. I'd
Yeah,
say
well,
that's
I felt
basically
like
the
you
same
Yeah.
thing.
Is
Yeah.
it? Does it say my name after dating?
No.
Good. Is James Marriott like playing a show near me or
No.
no?
No, no
going
one
to-
wants that.
No one cares.
Going
about that.
So how many is
That's
there?
a strike that you just popped down.
Oh shit.
There's
Strikes.
not.
Yeah, you
strikes?
two strikes, two strikes.
I had
You're
3
out.
strikes.
Yeah,
You've
three
got 2
strikes,
strikes
yeah.
currently, but you are on 3 points. So
Oh,
you're
so
still
we're
winning
okay.
anyway.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I can just going to stop making music anytime soon.
No.
I wonder how many times I have to search
Sadly,
that for it to pop up.
Right.
So we've got. Is James Marriott single? You've got that. Is James Marriott British?
Oh, wow.
Was a Rogue
What
One?
else
How
would they have
That's
thought?
very
stupid do you
wrong.
have to be?
Yeah. You got the neurodivergent one. Is James Marriott?
Well, that's quite high, isn't it?
Do you have the ranking of
Is the
That's
neurodivergent one?
third. That's pretty high, I'm not gonna lie.
That's 3.
That's pretty
Yeah.
high.
Is
That's a lot of Google searches.
Yeah, that is,
is James Marriott sober? I feel like you could have.
Oh,
got
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Good point.
Is James Marriott a Tory?
No.
expand.
I'd like to.
We have a while for this recording,
I
right?
can't believe that I'm actually
Well,
saying
Well,
this.
actually, we did Google that, and your voting history comes up. So I'll go through that.
My
quickly.
voting history comes
No,
up.
I'm joking.
That would be nuts. What data leak has happened? No, I voted
Just
Labour.
Alfie days to camera, if that's all right.
I am not a Tory. I have never been a Tory. No, I
It
voted
feels
Labour.
weird even coming out of my mouth to
I
say
actually,
this.
when I lived in when I lived in Camden, I voted for Keir Starmer. He was my MP.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, mate. No one's
Almost believable.
People don't really like him either, so I'd keep that on the down low.
How many private schools around this set?
0 on this end, obviously. I feel like it goes without saying that we've got one here. Yeah.
Wait, you private schooled?
Yeah.
I wasn't.
It was a grammar school and it looked like a castle.
It was a grammar school and there was a cathedral.
Oh my god.
That's the same thing.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, and then finally is James Darriott
Darriott.
mating. Apparently, no, it's James Marriott dating.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Nice.
There you go. So
One up.
Will one that knows you better.
So I know
done.
you better than you know me.
No, I
Which
think
is,
you
I
were
think-
given an advantage for going second.
That's kind of the single was a. Yeah, don't worry about
Yeah.
Yeah.
it.
We had a couple of shoe-ins there though.
But apparently, as you guys were most requested, I feel like there's some more audience crossover here.
Mm-hmm.
What percentage of female is your audience?
This is completely new to me. So mine was always like teenage UK lad, right? Like
Yeah.
85% male.
Oh wow.
I looked the other day, it's 50-50.
Wow.
Is that actually-
50-50? That is like honestly unheard of for me, yeah.
I'm minus 65% female.
What are we
I thought
here?
you said I'm minus 65.
Minus 65.
Too many boys.
What are you, George?
I would have to check. I think my Instagram's 80% female.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mine is ridiculous. Mine is genuinely on TikTok is something like 97% female. 97%. Which is
Really?
fucking
That's
crazy.
wild.
That is crazy. Our podcast is like 90% female.
You know, Chris's main channel was famously like 98% male.
Yeah.
His unseen moments for the Soccer Saturday video the other day was 57% female watchers.
Really?
Wow.
Damn, hold tight, you lot, man. You
so
lot are
what's
doing
my
God's work.
split. Oh, I'm on my YouTube. I'm 50-40.
Which way?
Well,
Well, 44-55.
right.
Which way?
Female.
Female more.
Let me see on my
Yeah.
YouTube.
Which
That's
I
quite,
thought
yeah.
would be-
That's a, yeah.
yeah.
Is it different on Twitch?
I think Twitch is very much female.
It's like 12,000 subscribers, by the way.
Yeah.
Come on.
How are you finding
Come on.
Twitch? You enjoying it?
It's good fun.
fucking loving it,
It's good fun.
Yes, it is.
It's great. I'm not actually sat on a chair right now. It's just my wallet. No, it's a joke. That's a joke. I love my subscribers so much. No, it's. I feel like weirdly because people are now subscribing and like resubscribing. I'm like, damn. I feel like I need to provide a service here. I'm just sat like in front of a desk.
This
to
is
say,
the
like,
service, man.
no, don't be silly.
We're just stand in front of a camera mewing.
But yeah, I want to come up with like more ideas and like do more stuff. I've got like bought like a Samsung phone because they're good for like IRL streaming.
Oh, get
so I
out.
can do
What,
go out,
there's
out
something
about
about
and
a backpack as well.
stuff. Yeah, but they're like expensive.
Yeah, they're
expensive.
like $3,000. The streaming backpacks are
Really? I thought they were like more.
Really?
I think there's a big super one you can get.
Yeah.
That's like 30.
Like all
right?
the LA lot, they have ones that if they go to like a parking garage, I don't know if you knew this, that they've got like a modem basically in their backpack.
Yeah, Callum told me about
Yeah,
it.
so that they can, if they're even in like a parking garage, they'll be like
Yeah.
7 levels down, be completely fine. Like
Really?
it's supposed to be like.
Wow.
So what would you do IRL then? What's on the plans?
I don't know. Say it's like the amount of videos and stuff that I'm doing. Say if I'm away with a certain amount of people, I'm just like, oh, anyone fancy just hopping on stream for like a couple hours after we finish filming? Just walk
Yeah,
around
fair.
somewhere. Just
Yeah,
do
I
a
think you
delay
can really
on
smash
stream.
it.
stream.
I think
Yeah.
you can do really well.
Just
Like
stuff
an
like that.
out and about one. They always do really
Yeah.
well as well.
What do you prefer? Do you prefer sitting down for a video or whacking the camera and streaming?
It's very different because I like the process of making a video, and like now I feel like the videos I'm making, I'm trying to, like the last one I tried to make like a storyline to it. I like doing the little voiceovers and at the end being like, oh, I'm happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
But streaming is very much like in the moment and like it's quite fun, and then once it's done, like I'll finish like a 3-hour stream and there's already clips from the first hour that are like starting to get views.
Oh, really?
So it's just like this,
Yeah.
it's so like every time that I've had like the Arthurs or Batch or Chris on, after we finish streaming, they'll be like, "Oh shit, there's already clips." I'm like, "Yeah, no, they're so quick with it. Like,
Yeah.
it's insane."
And then also when you do something on a stream and you do something funny, let's say, and you watch the chat just get
Yeah.
faster when you do something, there's like an immediate dopamine hit that you don't get when you're recording a video and something funny happens.
oh
You
shit,
have to-
Chris, also you stream obviously as well.
yeah, I streamed for like a year
Yeah.
or so, a year and a half, and I had like a a little channel to support that. I think at the end of it, it was just like the ideas ran out for me.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I realized I was going live every night or not every night. I think it was only a few nights a week. And I was just not really into it as much anymore.
Yeah.
Which I think is like, but that's a year and a half down the line where you kind of feel like you've done the same things over and over again. And I think if you get like the backpack and actually travel around with it, then you've got a lot more than you can just do in your room.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think I've got a few obviously good contacts from inside. I mean, Jason's fucking killing it streaming at the moment. So I'm going to LA, I think. I said June the other day.
Go on.
It's July, I think.
You're going to be in the Phase House?
Well, I mean, me and Jason are planning to do stuff together, so I assume.
Wow. That's good fun.
What the fuck is George Clarke doing at the Phase House?
Yeah.
We're about to find out.
Standing in the corner as they all do their clips.
I really enjoy George doing streaming as well, because when he doesn't reply for days in the group chat, I can literally watch him live doing like a Harry Potter Lego set. So I know he's doing something really important with his time.
Yeah.
And it's really great. It's so great.
Literally at work, man.
So good.
Sorry, I'm not out of office just yet. At work,
It's
but
brilliant.
You can go in his Twitch chat and hound him there.
I could.
Yeah, but
That's
then
a
you've got to
good
donate,
idea.
though, innit?
Do I need an account to do that?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Wait, you're not
okay, I
subscribed?
can do
Yeah,
that.
a bit rude, though,
No,
actually.
I'll do that.
Not even so.
Straight after this, I'll do that.
Yeah.
That's probably best form of contact, I'd say. We'll get that sorted.
And have you had any complaints from Arthur and Chris about noise or?
What? When streaming or? No, neither. I think it's the only time is when, because I've got my speakers underneath my desk that I have the sound come through.
Yeah.
And
Just the dono notifications keeping Arthur Hill up till 3 a.m.
on the soundboard, if I just pop like a song on it, it's just wake up and like the middle being played, just the bass coming through. It was like a little fucking Vine boom. But no, they're alright. I just put my headphones on. I don't think I'm too loud.
Nice.
But anyway, audience crossover.
Mm-hmm.
So you're noticing sort of influx. Have you noticed what's your when you get to like a show?
Yes.
What do you see in front of you?
Green hair 50%, blue hair other.
Well, it's been a mix, because I think like my audience
Sometimes purple.
my audience definitely skews more female, and there's a large amount of non-binary as well.
Yeah.
But then as I've done more festivals, I've started to notice like pockets of lads at the gigs, where it would just be like, you'll just look over to a little bit and it'll be very clear, like, I know exactly what festival you can. I love grapes.
Love a bit of Marriott.
So I think that's been that's like a very slow progression.
Yeah.
I'd still say like majority female non-binary than male. And you get a lot of like, a lot of the boyfriends as well.
Yeah.
Where it's like, they really stick out like a sore thumb because they're taller, and then they'll be like, and then maybe one song they're like, and you've got to really make a point of picking them out, so they give it a bit.
I remember Arthur Hill saying that when he did Reading and Leeds, that there were a lot more men in the audience than usual. And I don't know whether there's something about like young, like straight boys being like, oh yeah, I listen to that YouTuber's music, but I'm not gonna like buy a ticket. But they're at the festival, of course I want to be front row. I want to be that. So they're obviously massive fans, but they just don't want to take that leap.
But there's also that thing of like, I have a friend who said that he went to Running and Leeds the year that KSI did it, and he'd never listened to KSI's music, but he was like, oh fuck it, I'm drunk, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
And he was like, he said he had a really good time because it was just like, oh, this is fun, even if like you don't know the music. And I think there is that element of it of like, you see like Arthur Hill or James Marriott on a festival lineup, you're drunk, it's like 4 p.m. and you're like, fuck it, I'll go.
Yeah.
And then you just see a lot of a bigger variety of people. But then it's up to Arthur and myself to kind of win those people over.
Yeah, that's a
do you
good point.
notice like after a festival, like festival season, you're like, oh shit, the viewership's or the listenership's gone up.
Listenership will go up, yeah, but you'll also find that in those cities, when you go to those cities and play shows in those cities, that you just see, you won't see the same faces, but you'll see like the demographic just like start to shift a little bit more, like especially around Leeds. For me, it becomes like a lot more of like it'll be a lot more like university students will come to those shows. It will feel like, especially in like university
Doing a
towns.
podcast live on those type of like that seems quite intimidating. That seems
yeah.
like quite a tough
Honestly,
gig. Was that
you'd
all right?
think so. It's fucking unreal.
Yeah,
Like genuinely.
Like I felt like we were very lucky with how many people did turn up. So like there was a reception to sort of like bounce back on.
Right.
Like,
The thing that I would most compare it to is like stand-up comedy. But 9 times out of 10, if someone's doing stand-up comedy, they're doing it to an audience of people that they've got to win over. Whereas we're doing it to an audience of people that we could literally just have a conversation and they think it's the best thing ever. So it's honestly like, and
bunch of mugs.
Yeah. And because they're primarily women as well.
Up is crazy.
No, but it's so good because obviously when you have a duo, you have inside jokes, you have a certain language that you speak that like you share with the internet. So then it's like speaking to a crowd that understand the language that you're speaking. So like it's great.
And also there's a thing of just if you can get even a couple of hundred people in a room that are there for you, it can't really go wrong.
No.
Like there was one gig I did where I lost my voice completely, and it was one of the worst moments of my life, like playing an hour and 15 set, not being able to sing the entire time, but just pushing through because people were already in the venue. But when I talk to people about that gig, they always have positive things to say about it, because I think for them it was a moment of like, he can't sing, so we will do it.
Yeah, and also he cares enough to still be there.
I cancelled the next few.
And didn't refund the tickets, naturally. A few of them are homeless now.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. I feel like with your guys' tour as well, it's like you get however many people in a room, as long as they were there, bought tickets to see you, they're always going to be on your side.
Yeah, we've had moments where, like, it's interesting because you do different venues. I find a lot, I don't know if you experience this as well, the actual venue that you're in massively changes how much you need to perform. Like, we did one venue in a church.
Yeah, that was
one show in a church. And it was very random. I'm shocked I didn't burst into flames, to be honest with you.
Just watching you.
Yeah. And I think because it was in a church and people were there to laugh, like they were basically in pews. Like it felt very awkward. So I literally dived into the audience, didn't I? And started like running around, like, because people at the back were kind of like, we're in fucking church, like this is weird. So they weren't opening up themselves. Whereas in the other venues, people were getting drunk, like getting involved, having a good time.
Was it a particularly like outrageous show, or was it like
not real? Like I think
Not fit for a church.
Yeah,
Right. Definitely not.
You could have brought around one of those contributions boxes.
Oh my god! We so should have done that. They would have already had them at the venue. Jeez. Oh my god!
What would you say is the coolest venue or like your favorite venue that you?
Oh, okay. I know one that I've got coming up that's really cool. It's called Meow Wolf in Denver, Colorado.
Clever.
And it's
just a bit of
great
promo.
plug.
And there's
Well
there's
done.
actually some tickets still available.
there are.
Where can they find them, James?
I'm not saying.
Go on, say it.
No, I'm not going to do it. I'll send you the link. And that one is like, I'll get up some pictures of it, but it's like the venue. It's like a museum.
Look how you can get.
Yeah, if you get it up, it's like a gallery as well. And so when you buy a ticket, you can also buy a ticket to the gallery before the show.
Whoa!
It's really cool. I really want
That's
to.
so cool.
So I'd say that this one will probably be the coolest looking one. Colours Hoxton. I did that years ago, and that's like a little like 250 cap room in London, but that just looks beautiful. Yeah, this.
Whoa!
So this is a gallery,
What
Oh
songs
my
have you got
God.
that need to be played there?
but it's also a venue.
Whoa!
And the venue looks like this.
That is sick.
So
you do not need to take any
Oh my God,
extracurriculars
yeah.
when
I
Whoa.
cannot wait to play this. And then we're doing one in Atlanta, Georgia, which did sell out, and that one is called Hell. And they have a
fitting.
room called Hell, a room called
So
Heaven.
is that the stage that you?
That's the stage.
That's
Wow.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be
That's like
front page.
tomorrow.
Mate,
Roland.
everyone's hair is going to blend right in. That's crazy.
You need to do a random like dubstep remix just for one of your songs and see what happens.
But it have to be.
Yeah.
That's
That one-
amazing.
We've not played it yet, but that one I'm really excited for.
Do you prefer performing to a big crowd or a smaller crowd?
There's a perfect point, in my opinion, of like 600 to 1,000 people, which is like, in the UK we played more than that now, but we're playing one in Exeter, which is 715. That's the first show of the tour. And those rooms are great because you can still see everyone's face. You can still have moments with a lot of people, but you just feel in front of a big crowd. I think after about the 1,200 mark, that's when it starts to become a bit like you can kind of disassociate a bit more.
Less personal.
Yeah, because there's 6 people on the stage with me, or like I'm one of 6 people, and so you just kind of I think your innate reaction is to just turn to those people and have more moments with them, because you feel like if you're kind of catering to the front row, then you're only catering to like 20 people.
Yeah,
out
and
of
it seems
however
unfair.
many. But playing to any crowd is great. I mean, at Reading, I think there was 7,000 or 8,000 people
Wow.
there, and that you can like run into the crowd and have moments with a really big crowd. And that does feel. I came off stage and I was like, I feel like a fucking rock star. And I look back at the videos, no, absolutely not even close. But yeah, though it's all great.
That's amazing. Wow.
I feel like with the ones that we've done, I feel like it gets to a certain point and the more people there is, it doesn't really seem to. I don't know if it's the same with you. I feel like we had the same experience. Like, it doesn't really affect how nervous you get, or like when you're out there, because there's a certain point where it's like, as you say, it just becomes like a sea of people, and you can't really pick certain people out, and then it's just like.
Well, how many shows have you two done together now?
Well, our tour last year, so we did a one-off tour first. A one-off show to see if we actually enjoyed doing podcasts live, and that was just to like 300 people as a little tester.
And what was the consensus there? Yes.
We enjoyed
fun.
it. They enjoyed it. Hopefully.
Max enjoyed it, and I had to fucking tag along. So.
Yeah, of course. And then I made George do a tour with me, where we did 7 shows, 9 shows. That's right.
Yeah.
And the biggest there was 1,000. We did Shepherd's Bush weekend twice, back to back weekends, which was amazing. But then our biggest show was we did Reading and Leeds as well. And the tent blew away that we were supposed to perform at.
Yeah, same.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, because I
Leeds,
I think there was multiple tents that blew away. Big Top went, and what was your guys?
Ours was it was one for podcasts. It was called like Orc Stage. So that was only 1,000. Yeah, the Orcs. Wasn't that tent only like just over 1,000 capacity? Around 1,000 capacity, and then 5,000 people showed up when we did it the next day.
So we ended up doing the second main stage on the Saturday because our tent blew away, and there was like 5,000-6,000 people that turned up.
And we
like a botched graphic or something on the screen.
Yes, George made one on Snapchat, and it was just a picture, and it said like the Useless Hotline, like on, and then on the, do you know the side, like the bar of text on Snapchat?
Yeah.
It said like, and you had to like tilt your head to see it, and it said like, our graphics do not fit this massive screen, so we made this on Snapchat, which was fucking brilliant.
There was
I hated it when you gave it to me. I was like, no, please, no.
They're the best ones. Right? They're the best ones.
So good.
It was so stressful having those cancellations just randomly on the weekend.
Oh my god!
But did you end up doing your show in Leeds?
So we put up a surprise show in Leeds City Centre.
Oh yeah.
That night, just in like a small venue, had another band that I love called Crawlers. They came in and did a set before us, and it was really good fun. But I think the Reading went so well that I couldn't help but feel, God, it would have been great to do both this
Yeah.
Whereas were you able to do both?
No, so we did our first show on the main stage, and then our second show in Reading was the tent that we were originally supposed to. Yeah. So I kind of get what you mean there, but the tent was really great still.
Weirdly, the Reading vibe, like the stage in Leeds was like insane. Yeah, so it's literally like the one that like Skrillex and stuff, like
which for like a comedy show is a bit different. Like we were a bit confused about what vibe it would be.
What time was it?
So they did it 12 p.m. before other acts even start.
Oh,
so they did it because basically when we got cancelled, people were like, "What the fuck?" So then we felt really bad, so we did an illegal meet and greet, and we thought like, it's the middle of a festival, no one's got internet connection, no one's going to show up. We were like, meet us here in an hour, and then loads of people showed up. We got like screamed at by the festival, like because they were so mad at us because health and safety, obviously. Yeah. But then off the back, but then off the back of that, they were like, right, loads of people showed up for you. If we gave you a spot in Leeds but we'd have to do it before the festival, so we can't really promote it much, like see if anybody shows up, and it's going to be on the main stage. So we were actually dreading it a little bit, because we were like, if 1,000 people show up in a tent, it's packed.
Yeah.
Even if 1,000 people showed up at that stage, it would have looked empty.
And then also those stages are so tall that it feels like you're kind of, I don't know, it feels like you're sat in a vacuum.
Yeah.
It's a really weird experience being on a big stage, open one.
We really could, there's no way to fill that, especially, I think it was quite funny though, because we literally just brought camping chairs along and just sat in the middle and just had a whiteboard. And that was like,
that was our whole set.
I love that. That's great.
It was literally just us.
Yeah, no, I think they said, 5,000-6,000?
And were they...
Yeah,
were there people going to hear the podcast, or were they expecting music as well, or was it a mix?
So the actual events for the day didn't start till 3. So if anybody wanted to see it, they were going to come to the arena to see us.
That looks ridiculous.
Oh, it was fucking
so
crazy,
stupid, isn't it?
Oh my god, it's wild. No, we.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we were just in shock.
And people kept coming until the end, because obviously 12 p.m. is early.
Yeah.
For a festival.
Well, that's pretty much. I feel like the festival opens at 11:30, so you've only got a certain amount of time for people to fill.
So people
because we had that
on their
the year before we opened the main stage.
Wow.
So it was very much like we were playing in 15 minutes. We got put up a really early set in a very similar way. And it was at the point where we were side stage and watching people coming in as we were setting up.
Yeah.
Such an unusual feeling. And then also, you will know this, but also...
Is that a mosh pit?
So did you have your voices coming out of the monitors here?
Yes.
Yeah, so we didn't even have that when we played the main stage the first time, because we used in-ears. And it's so weird when there is no noise on the stage. You're playing instruments with everyone, and all you can hear is the drums, and you can't feel the bass.
How
you can't
interesting.
Can't hear the guitars.
That's
you can only hear
odd.
it in your ears. It's really weird.
That's mad. Amazing
I love
time.
that.
As an artist, and I guess now Will, you as an entrepreneur as well.
Oh, thank you. You are too kind. Keep me.
I just like being involved.
Thank you, man.
But as two people who have kind
As
of
artists,
made your own ways outside of social media while still being known for that, do you feel as though you kind of get people that, what's the word, look down on you or underestimate you?
Just in general life, or with regards to
I mean, whatever you feel comfortable answering, really.
I mean, I've only had something different for one day, so I'll let you take that.
Best day of my life.
They've been spitting at us.
I don't feel. I mean, it must happen at some points, the kind of underestimation. But there is also that other aspect of it where I feel like I very much kind of forced my way into the music industry. So I understand that there is there's always going to be a bit of touch and go, and a bit of people that don't like it and people that do. So I just I think it's important to not try and think too much about what people say.
Yeah.
And as long as you're focused on your artistry or the thing that you're making, and you're confident in that thing, that it is good, then that's really all that matters. I saw a TikTok that was it was a woman talking about, it was a really sassy video, and I really needed it at the time, but it was stop getting yourself involved with the people at the back of the crowd that are chatting shit about you. When why are you at the back of your own crowd when you should be on the stage?
I fucking
So
love
there's
that.
the idea that
I love it.
however many other people that paid for a ticket to come and see you are waiting for you to do something.
Pay attention to them.
You're spending your time at the back of the crowd, arguing with people. It's no,
So
let that
true.
happen. Go and do your thing.
It's so true. It is irritating. Because I had to look at, because obviously this is fairly recent. Well, I've been doing it for 5 years now, but when it kind of happened all of a sudden for me, because the nature of TikTok is just so sudden.
Explosive.
And I found myself fixating on the bad things that people would say. So I actually had to watch a documentary on it to understand what the fuck was going on. And then I learned that it's a human behavioral instinct from cavemen times, when your brain had to pay attention to threats more than the things that make you comfortable, to be aware of those things. So it is normal to have your first instinct be 100 people said that they like it, and one person said that it's the worst thing they've ever heard. Shit, oh my god, it's so bad, I've done something so bad. But that's a great reminder.
And also I think there's, how many things in your life do you silently enjoy? There's so many artists that I listen to that I silently will listen to and not talk to many people about, or it will kind of come up in a playlist and I'll be like, oh yeah, no, actually.
No. It's Minecraft stuff.
Or some kind of food that I really like, or that I don't talk about. And then obviously there's the people that do like the things that you make online, but then there's also the very vocal people that don't like the things that you do.
Can I just hear what food you're embarrassed by, please? what's the food that you're like? Is it because you?
I don't know if there's necessarily a food that I'm embarrassed by, but I do eat the same breakfast bun every morning, and I try not to talk about it.
Fair enough. You want to share
Because I don't want people to know where it is.
Don't worry, we'll cut this bit.
Yeah.
And I'm a big dark chocolate guy. I like my dark chocolate.
That's not embarrassing. You can tell them that.
Yeah, I really like. Well, then if this is what I mean. It's like, I really like dark chocolate. I like special types of dark chocolate. It's low and heavy metal, so it's better for you.
Oh, I fucking hate that. I'm sorry.
What heavy?
No, I hate that. That I'm now at the age as well where I'm like looking into dark chocolates.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you say you're now at the age as well?
Yes.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't say it. Don't.
Yeah, all right.
Apologies.
No, I noticed that.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Being
on the retinol
like,
next,
why?
like you.
I'm just sick of it. Like, why am I at that point in my life where I even know what percentages of cocoa they have in it? Like, fuck off.
Yeah, I'm with you.
What a miserable existence.
Yeah, I woke up the other day and started thinking uncontrollably about my gut microbiome.
Oh.
I was thinking about that too.
Yeah, I just hope he's doing
I
well.
hope he's all right.
But
God.
touching on your music career,
Yep.
you've got a no, you'll enjoy this,
Again.
William. You've got a whole discography out there that I'm not sure if Max is aware of. So I've got a list of song titles from you, and some that perhaps aren't song titles from you. And I want you to decipher, Max,
God.
which are genuine James Marriott's
Oh
hits,
my god, okay.
and which aren't.
Okay, I'm ready.
This is okay, Max. It's okay. I
No,
won't
it's
take
not.
offense. Yeah, no, it's not okay.
I'm upset already.
Can I play along?
Okay, number one. I'm not going to say how many there are that are actually James Marriott songs as well.
I'm gonna look away so you can't get a read.
Okay.
The moment I knew it would be pretty good.
The moment I knew it would be pretty good. Does that just mean like, oh, one day I realised something was okay?
Don't take the piss.
Oh,
Max.
sorry.
Like,
No,
there's
I'm
no-
not. I'm
like,
trying to
he
work
pours
out
his
what
heart
it
and
means.
soul into this.
No,
Max.
sorry. I'm trying to work out what it means. The moment. Say that again. Sorry. Can you say it?
The moment I knew it would be pretty good.
The moment I knew it would be pretty good. Do you know what? Yeah, that's a real one. And it's a love song about really knowing when you find someone that you really love them a lot.
Okay.
Yep, that's one.
Flying without my pilot's license.
Well, he did actually say before that he gets sweaty hands when he's flying, so I don't know if that's linked at all. Are you a pilot? I'm not sure. I'm going to say that that's real as well.
Okay.
Side hustle.
Next one is. Next one is cocaine.
Cocaine, that's defo real. I mean, just off first glance.
What the
That's
fuck does
not-
that mean?
That's not-
Okay. How many more trips to the barber shop?
No, that's not real. That's not real.
Okay.
The answer's full.
I don't want to talk to you.
I mean, yeah, that's real. That's real.
Okay. Where exactly am I?
Oh, that could be maybe written right in this moment, I think. Where exactly am I? Yeah, that's real. That's real.
This one's just called Seaman, but it's S-E-A-man.
I mean, I fucking hope that's not real. Seaman, S-E-A, men.
Yeah.
Man.
Like men at sea. Seaman, like I'm a man of the ocean.
Yeah.
No, that's not real.
Okay. And then the final one, 3 foot deep, I'm halfway there.
3 foot deep, I'm halfway there. That feels real, but I don't know what it means. 3 foot deep, is that a sex thing? Surely not. That's a lot. That's very lot. That's a lot. Yeah, shit, okay. Yeah, that's real. That's real.
Okay.
Right, how many did I get right?
James, how many did you get correct there?
Well, this is the thing, because one of the titles is not one of my songs, but is a scrapped demo of one of my songs.
Oh,
So from your one, I imagine none of them are real.
Oh, none of those are real.
Oh no, some of them were real. I typed in James Marriott songs, put a drop down list
Some of those are scrap demos. They're just put online.
Oh.
Yeah, and so they've just been
You're
given
really
names.
into the. I'm gonna get jealous here, George.
Some of them have just put random names onto them.
So
Which is why the first one, I was like, I have heard that somewhere. But
yeah, the moment I knew it'd be pretty good was, I guess, a scrap demo.
Oh.
No, so
a
that
bit
was
wordy.
actually that was the end of a song called "Don't Blame Me," where it was we kind of like rendered out that bit, and I was like, the moment I knew that the album would be pretty good because I listened to that bit, and I was like, so I just titled it that as when I put it out as like a title for a video or something.
Okay.
Cocaine is a scrap demo.
Oh,
but-
shock.
Yeah, no, that one didn't make it.
Now you just put it in these.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, he's told me I can't say that.
Ah,
so.
right, okay.
And then I Don't Want to Talk to You, there was one as well, wasn't it?
No.
No?
So technically, on my end,
Not just a personal text.
on my end, you just said.
You're not.
Great game.
It's like,
Great game.
like, I was like, maybe you
He's
just
got this is the bit. No, he's just got the wrong fucking question.
But either way, it's so good. You believed, like,
I
think you
did
said,
believe
like,
some
two
of
were
them.
wrong.
Yeah, I believed a lot of them.
Any personal... Well, you'd eat to your head.
any personal they don't exist.
3
3 feet deep, you.
feet deep, I'm halfway there.
That's quite.
That
That's
does
quite
sound
poetic,
I
right?
made
Yeah.
that up, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds quite bad at all.
3 foot deep.
I'm halfway there.
Yeah,
Which way
I'll write
ahead
that. I'll
first?
write it. I'll write it.
I like
That's
that
such
one.
a depressing name for a song. That's, you know,
Oh, is it like
6
I'm
foot
dying?
Deep. 6 foot deep.
I'm
when
going
you're,
to
when
die.
You're dead.
Oh shit, yeah.
So
That's
like,
a
you're
lot.
digging to your grave 3
Oh,
foot deep and halfway
God.
there. That's a fucking bar, actually.
Which ones did you say were real?
It just says, hope you're having a great... Oh, I thought they were all not real, mate. I knew them. I was waiting for my favourite smash hits like Grape and Don't Blame Me and my other favourite one, Car Lights.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh,
I wrote some of them on, so...
Yeah.
you're good.
You two may or may not know the Useless Hotline, as you can see, is a working office.
Yeah.
We help our poor, ugly, delusional listeners become less so. As they send in their dilemmas, and we teach them ways to be less awful.
Lovely.
So,
Okay. I feel like we
yeah.
can give some advice. I reckon.
yeah. Right. What I'm going to do, Will, is I'm going to forward you the email. If you could just press print, please, on that computer. Thank you so much. Never heard the computer make that noise before, but I liked it. Oh, it's coming out. Look at that. Working printer.
That's
See?
really good, guys. That's
See?
really good,
Does-
yeah. Is it actually working?
Definitely,
Oh my god, it
definitely
actually
the
is!
fact that you've moved over there is nothing to do with that.
What are you talking about? What?
Anybody want to read this?
Can
you
I?
read? Sure, go for it.
You've got this.
Yeah, I'll probably
Do it for
say that.
Newcastle,
I'll probably
Will.
say that.
Okay.
Prove you can read.
Dear the Useless Hotline podcast, I have a very big dilemma that I believe Max and George will be able to fix for me. None taken. I have Manchester Marathon in less than 4 weeks' time.
Oh.
Second time doing it.
All right, show off.
However, I have Achilles tendonitis.
Ooh.
George, please give me running advice. Do you run much? Is it asking for running advice? Anyway, one thing I have realised is that the pain almost completely goes away when I wear Crocs. I understand how much Max loves Crocs.
Absolutely.
And how good George is at running. Perfect combo. I am raising money for Alzheimer's Society, and I came up with the perfect fundraising idea. Doing the marathon in Crocs. Yeah, understood. If Max could use his incredible contacts with Crocs, well, this isn't a dilemma. They're just asking for a fucking
go
favour.
on. Oh, come on,
And
you
get them to
scrounger.
send
What do you
me-
want?
They want a bright pink pair of Crocs, and they will do the Manchester Marathon in them. And then, yada, yada, yada. I love the podcast, Scarlett.
When is the Manchester Marathon? Has it already happened?
I have a feeling. Right.
Okay,
So
it's
the
already gone.
Manchester Marathon has already
Well,
happened.
it's a
The-
pointless message anyway.
The
Scarlett.
dilemmas are really up to date
the-
here on the pod.
The chances that pops up once we've got a marathon doer in alternate footwear.
Yes, I did do that ran it in Heelys, yeah, Heelys, yeah.
Shut
worst
up.
Yeah.
That is brilliant.
My feet, they were so bad, my foot bled through the shoe.
Oh,
It's a leather
shut
shoe.
up.
It was just like awful, and my foot was like this big. It was
Did
the
you
worst.
find adult Heelys or did you cram them into
Yes,
children's
adult
ones?
Heelys,
Right,
yes, no,
okay,
yeah,
that's
As
all
a-
right, no.
I had to brush my teeth a lot that night.
Don't
Yeah,
cram
no.
into children's ones.
Right,
I thought I was
so
being really smart. I did the world's most downhill marathon,
in
but like
Heelys.
you think I'm just gonna whiz the whole way, but like you can go about 10 seconds
Well,
before
listen.
everything cramps up.
And listen, you get a stone, it's over. One little stone
Yeah,
can
yeah, you're
completely
right.
deck a
You're right,
person
yeah.
in Heelys.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
Lethal.
the eye. And actually, my cameraman was filming with Heelys as well.
Oh.
He got a stone and just went over.
Oh,
the thing.
shit.
Was he in Heelys as well?
Yeah, and he tells everyone, "Oh, I did a marathon in Heelys too." He did like 5K and then was in the ambulance or in the back of the production.
Shit.
Yeah,
Big
you did do it, mate.
softy.
You were in the ambulance.
Yeah.
Wow. That's mad.
Any advice to someone trying
Any
to
advice? Well, buy some
in
pink Crocs. I mean, what
Crocs
do
is
you?
insane.
Can you not buy pink Crocs?
Yes, you can. They're just cheap. Do you know what, our listeners?
They're just cheap. What's that?
No, as
Oh,
in
okay.
our listeners
Oh,
are
right.
cheap.
Oh.
Trying to scrounge off us. That's
That's
right.
maybe worse.
That is not what this hotline is all about, okay? We offer advice, not free products. Don't be rude.
How tight are your connections with Crocs?
Very
Chance to
tight.
you
I
guys.
could have actually, if this was given in time, I actually would have got them some Crocs.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I'm a
God.
big I have about 70 pairs of
Oh,
Crocs.
he actually did. Like,
How much of those did you pay for?
7-0.
Like 2. I bought my first pair of Crocs in like 2022.
Yeah.
And before that, I was mesmerized with
like
just
a
how
TLC
ugly they
show.
are. Yeah. My 700-pound Croc. And I just became so obsessed with them. Started to post about it, and then there are so many varieties of Crocs. There's heeled Crocs, platform Crocs.
As in with the heeled Crocs.
Yeah, there's them. I don't have them.
He's
There's
got
the
cowboy boot
Do you
I
Crocs.
have
have the Lightning
cowboy
McQueen
Crocs.
ones?
Yes, I do. I have the Lightning McQueen ones. I have the Shrek ones.
What does the cowboy?
It's an
It comes
actual
up your ankle.
it's a knee-height cowboy boot that goes into a croc and has stitching along it, embroidery of an actual crocodile.
Are you sure that's a Croc?
Yes.
That just sounds like boots.
I know, but it's a
Oh,
it's a
wow,
croc.
okay.
It's a croot.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
whoa.
with a little
Oh
what's it
my
called?
god.
What's it called on the back? The spinner thing.
Oh my god.
The spinder.
That can't be knee high, surely.
No, it's actually shin high. Take it back. It's shin high. Yeah, I have so many pairs. of Crocs.
How many pairs of Crocs do you have that you've not worn once?
Oh, probably like 40. But I've used them in different videos.
Right.
Yeah, and I've
And
still
what,
got
how have you used them in videos?
like doing like a Croc tour when I was able to purchase my own home. One
Is
of
that
the
using
things,
them or just pointing a camera at them?
just pointing a camera at them. Yeah, using them for Crocs' benefit, I guess, and my own.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
attention.
70 pairs of Crocs.
Honestly,
Where did you
it's
keep? You have a whole.
they're in a
cabinet,
box. They're in
don't
two
you?
big boxes in my spare room, and then there's loads in the shed as well outside.
Shed is such a funny way.
Crocs in the shed. Yeah, big up
God.
Crocs. So I could have sorted that for you, but unfortunately I didn't.
Crocs running shoes, perhaps you could like post out
That's
to them.
running
Well, you
shoes.
can put it in sport mode.
Yes, you can. You
True,
can. This time, Will, could you please forward the dilemma
Oh,
to
no,
my
we
computer?
Yeah, sorry.
paper.
Thank you so
I've just
much.
CC'd James in that.
Thank you. Right.
Oh, that started printing before I think I finished
That's
sending the email. That was
mental.
incredible.
It's already
It
there.
does that sometimes.
Wow,
Just
your
get ready.
internet's
It's
amazing.
starting blocks like that.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's Crocs.
James, would you be able to read this one out,
Okay,
please?
yeah, I'll put my glasses
Put that
on.
grammar school education to good use.
God, this is a lot of words.
It is, actually. You've been mugged off.
Alright. I have a dilemma that I need your help with. I've been lying to my parents for nearly a year about an incident that occurred on my first day of uni.
Oh.
My university is about 25 to 30 minutes drive with traffic, and most people started uni in January last year, but my first day was in July. I knew nobody and had only memorized my one classroom for that day on the online map. Well, I got through the 2-hour class and left to walk back to my car. Then I needed to pee really badly. I was halfway back to my car, quite a long fucking walk, and couldn't find any bathrooms near me. Instead of just asking someone, I decided to just get in my car and start driving, planning to stop somewhere on the way home. Nope, I got about 10 minutes into my drive and tears started welling up in my eyes. This was unbearable. Stuck at a red light, I had to commit the most embarrassing offence of my life and intentionally pissed my own pants at the grown age of 19 in the middle of the freeway. Driving home in wet pants and deep shame, I got home and frantically stripped, showered and started cleaning out my car. I washed my clothes and hung them out thinking I'd gotten away with it until my mum got home curious about my first day and then questioned as to why there was a single pair of jeans, socks and underwear hanging on the line. She also questioned why she saw me frantically cleaning out my car on our security cameras in the middle of the day. Panicked, I lied and told her I'd spilt my coffee all down myself and into the car before my class. She found this hilarious and has been telling her friends and my family all about my tragic first day of university. She doesn't know the fucking half of it. I can't decide whether to come clean, literally, or live with this forever. I wet my pants, not on my first day of primary school, but uni.
Wow.
So what's going on with the car then? The car must stink of piss.
Yeah, big
there's-
time.
There's going to be an inherent smell of piss. No
Is it a
matter what.
leather
Well, it depends.
seat or is it a fabric seat situation? Because that's deadly.
Because
Don't
and
have the
also you're
answers.
getting rid of like a pint there, right?
Yeah.
Also, but it depends how much water you've drank.
Yeah,
Oh,
true.
like
Because if
it's-
you've had a lot of water, that piss is just going to be water, really.
Yeah, but if it's the dark yellow stuff,
Yeah.
that
Oh.
asparagus scheme.
Or the red stuff. When the red comes out. What? Move on. What?
Put that down.
You know?
What?
Red stuff.
What are you talking about? Anyway, so what should
might
they
have a kidney
do?
Yeah, what should they do? Yeah,
What
that's
should they
definitely more
do?
pressing. Well, just clean
Uh,
your
There's not really much
cars,
they can.
you're
But
right.
they've done it, haven't
Yeah,
they?
they pissed
Why
themselves.
come clean now? Because everybody knows the story.
I think it's funny.
Yeah.
It is quite funny. I think piss yourself is funny. Shit yourself's a whole different ballgame.
I had a friend that shat themselves on the way to uni once,
Oh,
and they had to
God.
go back home after shitting
friend, was
themselves.
it?
Yeah, no, a friend really struggled with that one.
I've had a friend who shat himself in my jeans on the way to uni. I had to tell my mum a different story. It was all kinda-
They told me that night, and it was amazing. And they told me not to tell anyone, and then by the end of the day, everyone
Here we
that
are.
we knew.
Oh.
But I think just it's fun.
In front of people, they shot themselves, or they managed to
No,
keep
so
themselves away
their
from it?
story was that we had to they had to get the tube to go to uni, and so they were on the tube, and usually they knew that there was a toilet on that tube journey that they could go to, and they left house feeling like they needed to poo. Got to that station, they were hungover as well. Got to that station to go to the toilet there. Toilet's closed. They were like, "Fuck," because it's another 20 minutes both ways to get to either uni or home. So they went, "Fuck it, I'm just going to go to uni." And this was at UCL, so it's like you walk through the gates and there's just
Sort of
like
flex
this
there.
really nice building.
When you do
and
UCL.
as he walked through the gates,
Top
he
five.
shat himself.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's a bold move trying to just bank on a train station toilet to shit in anyway.
I had to shit in the street at uni.
In the street.
In
don't
the
think you
street.
had to.
Where did you go uni?
Oh, go on.
coursework. You know
No, I
it
had
is.
to.
Where-
I first went to uni. I went to uni for a year in Bristol to
Okay.
do film because I thought it was cool and edgy, and then I dropped out and
Nice.
did marketing at Newcastle, which any.
Oh,
reasonable
you'd be
person-
you'd be fine up there then.
And I actually shit in Bristol.
Oh no!
Shocking. I
Is
know
that why
which
they
is
send
way
you to
worse.
Newcastle?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, you'll fit right in.
It was after a night out, and I'd not shit in like 3 days, and I took a bunch of laxatives before the night out, thinking that it would help me the day after because that's what it said on the packet. But if you mix it with alcohol, then it
Wow.
quickens up
I feel
your
like that's
ulcer.
quite
Life hack,
easy
if
to-
anybody
yeah.
wants to shit quick, drink some alcohol with
Yeah,
laxatives.
it was really horrible. I had to walk
What,
past my
really
own shit for the next few days on the way to work, and it was still there.
It was just there.
It was still there.
Could you describe the
Massive cow pat.
Was it like growing things out of it? by
Yeah,
that point?
big time. Fly central. Fly city. To be fair, I fed those flies for a good couple of days.
Yeah.
You're giving back.
Yeah.
Wow. And did you prefer Bristol or Newcastle?
At Newcastle, big time. Oh my god,
Happens.
unreal. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's Max preferring it. So it's
When we
just
next
described a story of him shitting in the street.
yeah, when we next tour, we need to go to Newcastle. That was the biggest regret of
Yeah.
the last tour, big time.
Well, when I toured in Newcastle, someone smashed up my bus. So,
No. To be fair, I've never seen more police than on a standard Saturday night in Newcastle.
to be fair, it was actually a truck that backed into us, but
Oh,
it
okay.
was a lot more funny waking up and seeing the bus, like the
Good
front
people.
half of the bus, just in pieces.
He
Shit.
says horrendous things about the North. It was just them getting them back first.
Yeah.
Oh my god, honestly, that is exactly our relationship as well. He always
It's
slags
coming.
off the north.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Break
So
through
where are
the
you
window.
from in the north?
So I'm from a small town near Manchester called
North?
Darwin. Yeah. I know.
I don't want
What's
to.
that, Tim?
Called Darwin.
That
That's,
counts.
that's more the middle of
That
the country,
counts. Manchester definitely counts. How dare you?
Darwin.
Yeah.
of the way up.
No.
It is the least north.
Yeah,
sounding
Darwin.
s-
I think
Yeah.
that's-
From Darwin.
we don't have a town in the south that sounds more southern.
If you went,
Darwin.
it's the most northern place you've ever been in your entire life. Like, you've never been, have you? Have you been? No, why would you have been?
Why would I have
I
gone
don't
to
know,
your
I just thought that
hometown?
you might have. Yeah. But then, yeah, went to uni in Newcastle, so
Yeah.
very familiar.
How was the last few years at Newcastle? Obviously,
Well, I dropped out.
Yeah, you dropped out.
Oh,
in
Yeah,
his
nice.
I dropped
in
out
his
in my
third
final year. So I built up like
Really?
100 grand of student debt before dropping out because I did multiple years in different unis. So
Fair play.
really
Collected it
brilliant.
all.
Not got a degree to show for it, but I've got this office
Yeah, man.
and this
Nice.
empty coffee. Sorry, just to bring it
So
back.
again,
you
I'm
liked it
so
that much?
sorry for his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really
class.
I'm
sorry.
still raging about it.
But I got this office.
But I got this.
Oh, for God's sake. Well, thank you both very much
Thank
for
you for
coming
having
on.
us.
I'd ask
Thank
if
you.
there's anything that you want to plug, but we literally spent half an hour talking about these empty
Right, yeah.
bottles of coffee. So they can find them around big Sainsbury's around the country. Hey,
Just what
Yep.
George
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
I'd love to give it a good review, but didn't get to try it, so that's great.
No, again, really,
But
really
you can
sorry.
go to our store
It's
locator
really.
and find out what Sainsbury's
Oh,
it's in.
and where do we find the store locator?
It's on rods.uk, man.
Hey, there we go. There we go.
Why
Oh my
rods,
gosh.
not rods? On the
What you saying?
on the.
Oh, because the guy wouldn't reply and tell us the username on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's a bit awkward.
Yeah.
Hate Rod. George, what can they do if they enjoyed the episode?
Go fuck yourself, Sandy. If you enjoyed, give it a like, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you're notified every time we upload. If you're listening, give us a little 5-star rating. Download us. Listen to us on the go.
Absolutely. And if you would like to send in a dilemma to maybe one of your favorite people, then do so via our email, theuselesshotlinepodcast@gmail.com. We also welcome voice notes, but as I've been saying, you keep sending in shit ones, so make them better. Thank you so much. Have we got any tour dates? Anything coming up that we want to plug?
Oh, right.
before
So
we
it's
finish?
been so lovely to be here. Thank you so much. All the best.
I'm doing 50 shows this year. Come to one, please.
Yay, there we go. That is insane. Congratulations on Rod's Iced Coffee. Thank you both very much for coming to the Useless Hotline.
Thank you.